And welcome everybody to the Breathitt County High School softball complex as we get ready for 14th region softball action. We've got Breathitt County Ladycats hosting the Lady Pirates of Powell County. I'm Steve Neese. I've got John Couch beside me at the moment. James Turner will be here in just a little bit as Powell County coming to the plate. It's going to be Rising leading off. It'll be Rising, Kirk, and then Napier. 1, 2, 3 for Powell County here. As Breathitt County's bowling on the mound, Napier behind the plate. We'll get the rest of the lineup or defensive alignment. Actually, while we've got a little bit of a hesitation on the field. Left to right in, or it's going to be third to first in order for Breathitt County. It'll be Hayes back, Pelfrey, Barnett. Left to right, Hayes, Salyers, and Bellamy. And we'll get the first names for the multiple Hayeses in a moment as the first pitch to Rising is a swing and a miss for strike one. Bowling quickly on the mound. There's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike two, and bowling ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch, up and away, ball 1. Breathitt County 2-0, both teams 2-0 coming into tonight's matchup. The 1-2 going to be fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Talking about the positions for Breathitt County.
She got hit in the foot.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. She got hit. I apologize.
Yeah, I thought it went under it, but hit caught the side of her foot, and he told her to go on to first.
Get that set in a second.
Little bunt.
They throw to first in time for out number 1, but the runner does move to second.
That was a nice play at third by Hayes, Chloe.
As first pitch to Napier. Taken for ball 1, I believe. I'm actually scoring that play a moment ago. Here's the 1-0 pitch, up and away, ball 2. Appreciate all our sponsors making it possible for us to bring these games to you. We live stream whenever possible when we don't have issues. We had some issues last week. We're still trying to get that video uploaded to YouTube, and we'll get that here in the next few days. As 2-0 taken for ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes.
Bowling doesn't take much time on the mound, does she?
Well, that's the thing about fast pitch softball. The fast is supposed to describe the speed of the pitch, but a lot of times it describes the speed of the play.
Right.
And when I say play, I'm talking about the play of the game. There's 3-1 count now to Napier at the plate, runner at second, 1 out. 3-1 pitch. Taken for strike 2.
That's what you call right down the pike.
So count full, payoff pitch from Bowling. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2. Runner still out at second for Powell County.
Be nice if they could get this out before Emma gets home, scores.
Kincaid at the plate for the Lady Pirates. Cleanup batter in the lineup for Powell County. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. So 2 outs, 1 on, 0-1 count. Bowling winds and delivers. Across for strike 2.
She must have quite a bit of movement on the ball because the batters seem like they'll stand there. You can see them twitching, and then they'll back out right quick.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball gets by the catcher, and they don't throw it to first. They throw it to third. So even though it's a strikeout, the wild pitch on the strikeout allowed the runners to, I say runners, as the runner from second Rising went to third. First pitch swinging here. It's ball down the line, foul as Schick at the plate. And that's strike one. Again, we may have issues keeping up with the graphic, keeping it the way it's supposed to on the count, the score, the runners on. Is the 0-1 is upstairs for ball one. One ball, one strike. And the throw to third got by the third baseman, and Powell County will plate a run, and they lead it 1-0.
She would have been out if it would have been a better throw. Probably the right thing because the runner had her back turned.
Pitch upstairs. Swing and miss on the 2-0. Is it 3-1 or full? 3-2.
Oh, yeah, 3-2.
So payoff pitch coming from Bowling. Wines delivers. It'll be soft pop up to short, caught by back for out number 3. Powell County does, however, play to run. They lead it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. We'll be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jim Baker Auto Parts is located behind Goodyear and BP on Highway 15 South in Jackson. There's parking for all vehicles, including 4-wheelers. They carry paint and the store is packed with parts. Also, if a part needs to be ordered, they can do that as well. Jim and Eugene Baker offer great service and are proud to support all local athletes. Come check out Jim Baker Auto Parts and their House of Knowledge.
We go to the bottom of the first. Breathitt County trailing Powell County 1-0 as trying to get some of these positions for Powell County. Looks like Schick is going to pitch.
24 is on first.
Yep. I saw that one. Can't get some of the others. 23, so it's Sloan and Sloan. Sloan's at second. Sloan's at first. Who's behind the plate for us, John? I don't know if we can see. We'll catch it in a second.
What number is the catcher? Can you all see, guys?
I apologize for the confusion here. Again, we didn't have positions on the lineup that we received.
What's the 2? 2 is the catcher.
Okay, that's Eplin.
And 50 is
the pitcher.
45 is third baseman. 8 is shortstop.
All right. As leading off for Breathitt County is the pitcher, Bowling. And she'll take the first pitch for a called strike.
And she's a speedster, ain't she? If she gets on base, she's dangerous.
And takes the 0-1 upstairs for ball one. 1 ball and a strike. In Powell County, played the run in the top of the first. And for Breathitt County this inning, Bowling, Hayes, and back, 1, 2, 3 is the 1-1 taken for strike 2. And the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. and that's Tinley Hayes in the 2 spot. Then Pelfrey, Chloe Hayes, Bellamy, 4, 5, 6, and Barnett, Salyers, Napier in 7, 8, 9 as the 1-2 low and in, ball 2, count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The bottom of the first, 1-0. Lady Pirates of Powell County lead the Breathitt County Ladycats. As Chick winds, delivers, ball grounded towards second. They field, throw to first in time for out number 1. As Tinley Hayes to the plate for Breathitt County.
Man, that hummed in there.
First pitch taken for ball 1. Hayes trying to get something going for Breathitt County. One 0 swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Breathitt hosted Martin County here the other night, last Thursday, and beat them 10-0.
One out, base is empty for Breathitt County. As 1-1 pitch goes upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
And Saturday they played Pineville and they won that one 9-2. So Breathitt's 2-0 right now.
Chick has the pitch call, checks the wristband, now readies and delivers. This one's low, taken for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike, a hitter's count here for Hayes and Breathitt County. 1 out, base is empty. Breathitt County trying to see if they can score a run and tie it up here in the bottom half of the first inning as here comes the 3-1. Low and in, ball 4. Breathitt County has their first base runner of the night. Comes with 1 out here in the top. It's going to be bottom of the first. And that'll bring back to the plate.
You had Powell played Paris at Paris, and they won 16-4, and then they played Model at Powell County, won 7-6, so they're as well 2-0.
All right, here's the first pitch to back, taken across for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Infield for Powell County, Schick pitching, Eplin behind the plate, Rising, Napier, and then Sloan and Sloan from third to first in order. As the 0-1 up and away for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tinsley Hayes on the pitch, must have been a hit and run. She was taken off, and then she had to stop and come back, and they threw it down the first baseline, and hit pretty close.
And just to clarify, that's Brooklyn Sloan at first, Taylor Sloan at second for Powell County as Schick winds the 1-1. Fouled off, back to the screen for strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The first baseman, I was going to put her some sunglasses on.
Yeah,
Right
sun.
at the sun. No.
Yeah, kind of going down right over top of from the first baseman over the top of the third baseman. So anything coming across the field, infield, a tough find for that first baseman. Here's the 1-2. Inside, taken for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out walk was issued to Tinley Hayes. Leadoff batter got out for Breathitt County, grounded out to second.
Hopefully they can advance her and get that one run back, even up.
Yeah, it was an unearned run on a throwing error by Breathitt County in the top half of the first inning as the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball to the pitcher. She fields, throws to first for out number 2. Hayes does advance to second, though. And that will bring to the plate Pelfrey.
She usually solidly hits that ball. It'd be nice if you could send one over the fence.
She's definitely done it before.
Oh, yeah.
As she's at the plate with the runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Low and in, ball 1.
Tinsley's taunting the catcher, trying to see if she's going to throw that thing.
She's halfway. I say secondary lead in softball. That's actually the lead. A throw either way, she's probably going to take off for third. If they throw to second, they throw to third, she'll get back to second. Kind of the plan anyway, right?
Right.
Here's the 1-0. Upstairs, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. It's a hitter's count for Pelfrey.
Nope.
In the dirt, gets by the catcher. Runner goes to third on the wild pitch.
Man.
Pitch going to be fouled back to the screen. Strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Swinging on a 3-0. Philosophies have changed through the years on it. When I grew up, it was if you swing on 3-0, you're in trouble. Now they say, hey, it's going to be the best pitch. You're probably going to see the entire at bat, so go ahead. Here's the 3-1 upstairs, ball 4. Breathitt County will have runners at the corners with 2 outs. And this is Chloe Hayes at the plate. Would imagine Pelfrey at first would be on the move fairly quickly in this at bat. Even though there's 2 outs, sometimes you just want to make them make a play.
Right. And they're not going to throw to second because Tinley's going to come home. So
first pitch taken for strike 1. They do throw down to second. They got her out. Run did not score. Like I said, sometimes you just got to make them make a play, and they did. Breathitt County will strand a runner, and we go to the top half of inning number 2. Powell County leading 1-0, and due up for the Lady Pirates. 6, 7, 8. Sloan, and Eplin will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Dairy Queen on Highway 15 in Campton is a proud supporter of youth sports. They want you to know they have the best drive-through service with friendly faces and quick drive-through times. You can come get breakfast, lunch, or dinner and finish off with one of our sweet treats. We have many to choose from. Come dine in or carry out at Dairy Queen in Campton or give us a call at 606-668-6363.
Hi, everybody. This is John Bunn. I want you all to know that the Opportunity Store next to the post office in Jackson on Highway 15 has never had so many neat things to buy for low prices. A lot of them are new. The selection's never been greater. Clothes, shoes, whatnot, dishes, furniture. I mean, all types of things I can't begin to tell you. The hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 4. That's the Opportunity Store next to the post office. I promise you, stop in. You'll say John was right. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, God is good all the
We go to the top half of inning number 2. Breathitt County trailing Powell County 1-0 in girls fast pitch softball action due up for Powell County. 6, 7, 8 in their lineup And then that is Taylor Sloan, Brooklyn Sloan, and Eplin. So Breathitt County trying to keep it a 1-0 game here in the top half of inning number 2. Ladycats had runners on, just couldn't get them in the bottom of the first, as the first pitch to Sloan here taken for ball 1. And again, I apologize, trying to keep that graphic up to date. The 1-0, swing and a miss for strike 1. That's the graphic on the YouTube channel. If you've not watched us on YouTube, we invite you to check us out. Go to youtube.com. In the search bar, type in WJSN 97.3. Be the first result that comes up. While you're there, like the broadcast and subscribe to the channel. Here's a fly ball to right field that Breathitt County cannot catch. Runner doesn't stop at second to go to third. Throw in time, and they got her out.
Who was that relay? I was too busy moving that camera, but the right fielder got the
Pelfrey.
Pelfrey, and she zoomed that over her. Man, that was she didn't even really have to move the glove. Chloe didn't. She just tagged her. That's the big thing too. It's not always getting to the base or to the player, but it's where you put it at too. Because we don't have time to catch it and then pull down on it and tag. So that's a nice.
First pitch to Sloan here is taken for ball 1.
Which Sloan is this?
Just a second. It is Brooklyn Sloan. Taylor was the last batter for Powell County. It's a 2-0 count as the 1-0 is taken upstairs for ball 2.
They only have 2 seniors, and Brooklyn is one of the seniors. At least it starts.
Here's the 2-0. One's across for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to count. Bowling likes to work quickly. Already on the mound with the pitch call and readies and delivers. Upstairs, ball 3.
Brooklyn's batting 500 at the moment.
I was going to say Bowling, 27 pitches so far, 15 for strikes. Started out in the zone early and then kind of lost that zone a little bit. Here's the 3-1, and ball 4 hit the batter. Either way.
It looked like it hit her leg on the way.
It did. It was ball 4 either way. So, I don't know if you saw it. There was a play in college softball one day last week, and I'm trying to remember the team. Was it Florida State? Anyway, the pitcher wound up letting go of the ball way too early as the pitch here going to be grounded right back to the pitcher Bowling.
Triple play?
Got the out at first. Runner went from first to second.
Little Barnett there, she threw that thing to second. I thought she was going to get it. I thought, man, they're going to get a double play.
Yeah, the runner really wasn't paying attention, was he?
No, she had her back turned just.
But anyway, the pitcher rolled the ball to the plate as first pitch here to Covey is taken for ball 1.
Covey's an 8th grader.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Anyway, the batter waited on the ball as they throw to second, runner back in time here. Batter waited on the ball in that college game, and it probably took about 10 seconds for it to roll all the way to the plate and hit her on the foot. She got first. Here's the 1-1 taken low for ball 2.
I did see that. Yeah, she just stood there and let it hit her. Yes.
And the way that's the rule is, everybody's kind of confused. Does she actually get first or not? But nobody told her to go back to the plate. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sometimes you got to put pressure on the defense to make a play. Sometimes you got to put pressure on the umpires to make a call.
Right.
Here's the break-even pitch. In the dirt, ball 3, wild pitch. It's by the catcher, and the runner goes to third.
Well, it's just like pressing in basketball.
Yeah.
You just make them make the play.
Payoff pitch taken for strike 3. That'll do it for the top of the second. We go to the bottom half. Still 1-0 Powell County. Due up for the Ladycats of Breathitt County 5-6-7. We'll be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jim Baker Auto Parts is located behind Goodyear and BP on Highway 15 South in Jackson. There's parking for all vehicles, including 4-wheelers. They carry paint and the store is packed with parts. Also, if a part needs to be ordered, they can do that as well. Jim and Eugene Baker offer great service and are proud to support all local athletes. Come check out Jim Baker Auto Parts and their House of Knowledge.
As we go to the bottom half of inning number 2, Powell County leading Breathitt County 1-0 in girls fast pitch softball action. 2 up for Ladycats, 5, 6, 7. That's Hayes, Chloe Hayes, Bellamy, and Barnett, as Chloe Hayes was at the plate for Breathitt County when Powell County threw the runner out at second base in a caught stealing scenario. So she'll lead off the bottom of inning number 2. We are joined now by James Turner.
The James Turner.
The James Turner.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. Just got out of a meeting. But you guys sounded really, really good on the radio coming here.
We've had a meeting here, too, so.
Was it about getting Kevin Davis in the race?
There you go.
Getting Kevin in the race. If it is, I'm all for it. I ain't worried about John Couch getting the race. It's Kevin Davis.
1-0 Powell County as we go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Again, Chloe Hayes, Bellamy, and Barnett. That is 5, 6, 7 in the lineup due to the plate this half inning for Breathitt County. And you mentioned baseball, John. We'll be down there on Thursday night. Breathitt County hosting Wolfe County, a big district matchup, 6 o'clock on 97.3 WJSN and our YouTube live channel.
And they're saying go be there or be square, right?
Yep, be there or be square.
First pitch to Hayes is taken in the dirt for ball 1.
She's another one that can rock that ball. She's batting about 429 on the season so far. 3 hits.
Leading off. Bottom of the second, trying to get Breathitt County a rally going of some sort, try to get this game tied up, or Breathitt County maybe take a lead if they can get some base runners on. As here comes the 1-0. Up and in, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes.
That's eyeball level there. I don't think she flinched.
So 2-0 count, hitters count here for Chloe Hayes in Breathitt County as 2-0 is swinging a miss for strike 1. So 2-1 count. Chick, 23 pitches, 9 for strikes. There's the 2-1 delivery. Here it is. This one's low for ball 3.
On a beautiful Monday afternoon.
We could just got about 7, 8 more degrees. We'd just be plumb fine.
I would agree with
tickled
you.
to death.
I'm seeing 53 degrees right now. 7 more, put it in 60. That'd be real good.
Keep on adding up, maybe 90 degrees. What's the way you want to do it?
The wind has kind of subsided a little bit as the 3-1 is taken for strike 2. Runs the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We had a really nice evening last week for baseball. It was in the 70s and perfectly had internet issues trying to get on
issues.
YouTube. It happens. Payoff pitch coming up from Chick. She doesn't work as quickly as bowling does from Breathitt County, but the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Nope, they're going to say foul ball. I'm sorry.
Nice to get her on base as a leadoff.
Yeah, anytime you can get the leadoff batter aboard, chances of scoring a run that inning go way up.
I think you got us the percentages on that last year. If
I'd have to.
Me and James would talk about that. If the
Yes,
leadoff batter
yes.
gets on, a lot of times you will score.
Payoff pitch again. Ground ball to second. Sloan Fields throws the first for out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down for Breathitt County. As that will bring Bellamy to the plate. So 1 out, base is empty. Bellamy, the right fielder for the Ladycats. Got to say, the scoreboard out here in right field looks really nice. As swing and a miss on the first pitch to Bellamy for strike 1.
Looks brand spanking new.
Baseball and softball both got new scoreboards this year. It's actually got the inning by inning scores and all that good stuff. Like to see that. Facilities keep improving.
Yes, it does.
Well, the baseball one has pitches, don't it?
Pitch count. It's got the spot for the pitch count.
Yeah.
I don't think they've got that going 100% yet. It takes a little time to adjust to these new scoreboards.
But James Strong talked to us a little bit before the game, was saying that it's actually pretty complicated, all the stuff. And
Very complicated, yeah.
I bet it is. Direction, so he said they just had to learn on the fly. And
I tell people all the time, if it's on a computer and it's a program, I can probably figure it out. But if it's something like that, that's more difficult. 1-1 count to Bellamy at the plate. Here's the delivery. Taken across for strike 2. 1-2.
Well, Edel's a sophomore. Batting .286.
Bellamy at the plate with the bases empty and 1 out. Again, Schick doesn't work as fast as bowling for Breathitt County. Delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 up, 2 down for Breathitt County here in the second. So base is empty. 2 outs, and Barnett coming to the plate, trying to get a 2-out rally going for the Ladycats.
Yeah, scores 1-0. I tell you, it is a very nice scoreboard.
Yeah.
Easy to read, big numbers for folks like John Couch when he gets a little older, the eyes.
Hey, I resemble that remark, buddy.
You resemble or resent?
I'm right behind you, buddy.
I'm not Garfield.
Here's the first pitch to Barnett, taken for ball 1.
She played second base last year, didn't she? And she's playing first this year. They've done a little bit of changing around. She's batting .286, 2 of 7.
Yeah, Breathitt County, you mentioned it early, John, wins over Martin County and Pineville. Pineville was on Saturday this past weekend.
And Powell wins over Parish 16-4 and Model 7-6. Both 2-0 here.
Somebody's going to go down.
So
Put it on the loss column.
Yeah.
1-0 was taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
The perfect record's in jeopardy for one of these teams.
Yes.
Hey, congratulations to Win City, right? GRC boys and girls win the state championship. First time since 1926.
I was going to ask, when was the last time that
Not
happened?
20.
No, it was 98 years, 1928.
28.
Man.
You were close.
Well, I was right on the. I was in the ballpark.
It's also the first time since 1990-94, when it was done by Fairdale, that the same team has won 2 titles in 4 years. Here's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. She fields, throws the first in time for out number 3 as Breathitt County goes in order. 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the second. We go to the top half of the third inning. Powell County will have 1, 2, 3 to the plate. Risenkirk and Napier. We will take a 1-minute break and be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Dairy Queen on Highway 15 in Campton is a proud supporter of youth sports. They want you to know they have the best drive-through service with friendly faces and quick drive-through times. You can come get breakfast, lunch, or dinner and finish off with one of our sweet treats. We have many to choose from. Come dine in or carry out at Dairy Queen in Campton or give us a call at 606-668-6363.
Time. Hi, everybody. This is John Bunn. I want you all to know that the Opportunity Store next to the post office in Jackson on Highway 15 has never had so many neat things to buy for low prices. A lot of them are new. The selection's never been greater. Clothes, shoes, whatnots, dishes, furniture, I mean, all types of things I can't begin to tell you. The hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 4. That's the Opportunity Store next to the post office. I promise you, stop in. You'll say John was right. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, God is good all the time.
We go to the top half of the third inning. Powell County, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 2 stranded so far. Breathitt County, no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 stranded. They had a couple of runners reach base in the first, and they had 1 runner get caught stealing at second to finish that inning. The other runner at third did not cross the plate before they tagged the runner out at second, and that's where we stand 1-0. Powell County's run was an unearned run in the top half of that first inning. And for the Lady Pirates, 1-2-3 to the plate. Risen, Kirk, and Napier. Risen was hit by a pitch back in the first, stole a base, and then scored the only run of the game so far.
And it's a cool 54 degrees out here, Steve. Wind blowing off this Pambo Lake. A beautiful day, but very, very cool.
And we actually got the game on YouTube. I'll say it one more time. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. Go to youtube.com, search WJSN 97.3. It'll be the first result that comes up. While you're there, like the broadcast, subscribe to the channel. It's the WJSN YouTube Live channel presented by Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson. We appreciate them. They've been with us from day one of the streaming part of our broadcast.
So good to everybody in Breathitt County and Jackson.
As Bowling ready on the mound, delivers the first pitch to Risen, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Emma Risen, a junior. On this season, she has 1 run.
2 now. She scored
2
1 tonight.
2 runs.
Yeah,
He's a leadoff batter, right?
Yep.
Okay, I was thinking they were back.
Yeah, scores 1-0, Powell County up over Breathitt County. Good deal.
She fouled the 0-1 pitch off for strike 2, and it's no balls, 2 strikes.
We do want to thank everybody for tuning in to WJSN 97.3.
0-2 delivery, upstairs, ball 1.
That's something that really Bowling's not through a whole lot. She stays, at least at first, she really stayed in the zone. She's just gotten up a little bit, but.
Yeah, the first part of the first inning, she stayed in it and then kind of lost it a little bit as the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 up, 1 down for Powell County here in the third. As that will bring Kirk to the plate. She had a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning. Got that runner from first to second.
The world famous sports talk will be tomorrow evening at 5:30.
First pitch to Kirk is taken low and in for ball 1. We're at the Breathitt County High School softball complex. If not for the cooler temperature, it would be a perfect evening for softball. Yes. As the 1-0 is swinging a miss for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And 1 out here.
If I looked at it right, I believe Breathitt County hosts the softball regional tournament this year.
That's correct. That's correct.
And Powell County hosts the baseball regional tournament.
So glad for Breathitt County to be able to host that. Brings a lot of folks to our area.
It does. The 1-1 is swinging a miss for strike 2. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kirk at the plate. Looking for her first official at bat. The sack bunt in the first does not count as an official at bat. 1-2. Ground ball to short. Backfield throws the first in time for out number 2.
Nice stretch on first base by Barnett there.
Yes, it was.
Give her a good target.
Scores 1-0. Powell County leading Breathitt County here in softball.
So with 2 outs, nobody on, Napier to the plate. She'll take the first pitch for ball 1.
Napier, number 8. She is a junior.
She struck out in the first. Reached, however, on a wild pitch as the 1-0 is upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So hitters count here for Napier. Only 1 hit combined for the 2 teams.
On the season, she has 3 hits and 3 RBIs and a double.
There you go. Here's the 2-0. Taking low for ball 3.
Guys, who you for down the Sweet 16, fellas?
St. John.
For St. John's in Arkansas.
No.
Who you for?
We'll go with the SEC teams. We'll stay.
Arkansas.
Stay with them. Yeah, you said St. John's.
In Arkansas. In Arkansas.
We'll not go with St. John.
The funny thing is somebody from here in town called in on that sports talk. What's his name, Mary? Carries on about these coaches and stuff all the time.
As the 3-1 to the plate, fouled back out of play.
Well, Colonel Sanders Turner, was it?
It might have been, but he calls and says, "What do you think about Patino?" And them old commentators laughed. I thought, you see what they're reeling about right now?
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't going to come back, but for them to laugh at the comment.
Payoff pitch from Bowling. Fouled back. Count still 3-2. I lived through the Patino years. I remember the Patino years. I do not want Patino years back. My opinion.
I bet we'd have had
right now
12 national championships. I bet he'd have won 3 of them suckers. Or 4. He'd had won 4.
Payoff pitch. Upstairs, taken, ball 4.
I do credit Patino.
Ball 3, I'm sorry.
Saving UK basketball from the depths of despair on probation, 14-14 that first year.
I appreciate what he did. That's not what I'm saying. Here's a fly ball into right field as Bellamy settles under, makes the catch.
Nice catch
for
by
out
Bellamy.
number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Powell County here in the third. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Breathitt County will have 8-9-1. Salyers, Napier, and Bowling. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Dairy Queen on Highway 15 in Campton is a proud supporter of youth sports. They want you to know they have the best drive-through service with friendly faces and quick drive-through times. You can come get breakfast, lunch, or dinner and finish off with one of our sweet treats. We have many to choose from. Come dine in or carry out at Dairy Queen in Campton or give us a call at 606-668-6363.
Hi, everybody. This is John Budd. I want you all to know that the Opportunity Store next to the post office in Jackson on Highway 15 has never had so many neat things to buy for low prices. A lot of them are new. The selection's never been greater. Clothes, shoes, whatnot, dishes, furniture. I mean, all types of things I can't begin to tell you. The hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 4. That's the Opportunity Store next to the post office. I promise you, stop in. You'll say John was right. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, God is good all the time.
Powell County still leading 1-0. 2 up for Breathitt County here in the bottom of the third. 8-9-1. Salyers, Napier, and Bowling as the Ladycats looking for their first hit. They've had base runners. They've just not got a hit down yet. So far, 1 combined hit through 2.5 innings between the two teams. But it did not come with the run that Powell County scored back in the first. That was an unearned run. Hit by pitch, sack bunt, stolen base.
Scores 1-0. Breathitt County trails Powell County.
And then it was a wild throw that allowed the runner to score from third. Because
usually in that position, the kid strikes out, you throw it down the first baseline. I guess they was thinking lead runner.
Yep. As first pitch to Salyers taken low for ball 1. Salyers first at bat of the night. Trying to get something started for Breathitt County here in the bottom of the third as Schick has the sign, winds the 1-0. Upstairs, ball 2.
And the wind in our mics, as you can tell.
She was wanting that to hit that because she just kept walking right up that baseline. She wasn't really setting. She was just stepping towards the pitcher.
A lot of times those pitches eye level are hard to lay off of. You see those before you see the others. As the 2-0 down and in for ball 3.
This is Salyers, right? I remember for several years she started, I guess maybe as a freshman out in left field, and then last year and this year she's moved to center field.
Yeah.
She's pretty swift, pretty quick. She gets a good jump on almost all the ones that's hit to her.
3-0 count at the plate. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued to Salyers to start the third, or bottom of the third anyway for Breathitt County, as Sayers will be on with nobody out. Napier to the plate, and then the top of the lineup will be in the on-deck circle as Bowling moving on deck.
Scores 1-0. Powell County leading the Ladycats.
I feel this is the inning they're going to even it up.
First pitch down and in for ball one. Again, Powell County leading 1-0. Breathitt County trying to tie it up here in the third if they can. It's 1-0 pitch. Side taking ball two, 2-0. 6 pitches this inning for Schick, and none in the strike zone yet. If playing at Texas A&M, it'd be chanting ball 7, right?
Ball 7. Ball 7.
How they do that? Here's the 2-0. Upstairs, ball 3.
It seems like each one gets work. I mean, it gets stuck to the burn because she's taking the big deep breath and she's walking plumb back to the
catcher
going to
come in and try to at least calm her down a little bit, try to get her back in the groove some.
That's a smart thing too, tying your shoe. That sort of frees yourself
freezes
as far
up.
as.
Yes, it does.
It takes the timing of the timeout, makes it a little longer because you're only allowed to have a timeout for so many seconds or whatever. So yeah.
You kids have been around the block a little bit, it sounds like.
3-0 count at the plate to Napier as delivery across for strike one.
She's on an entire shoe and tied again.
You keep on tying that shoe, right?
Yes.
Every time you throw a strike, tie it one more time.
There's Mr. Combs here walking up behind us, baseball player.
Yeah, Andrew.
Plays for Kentucky Christian University in Grayson, Kentucky.
3-1, a swing and a miss for strike two.
Give Mr. Bellamy both, right?
That's correct.
So
Absolutely.
That's pretty neat. 2 kids on the same team that played high school ball together.
It was not this past weekend, but the one before. Combs picked up the victory in game 1 of a doubleheader, and Bellamy started game 2.
They were sure dandies. They both got to be a part of that regional championship.
Yeah, that was a fun year.
Yep.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Taken for ball 4. So back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the third. That was today. 8-9 hitters for the Ladycats, and Breathitt County will roll it to the top of the lineup with runners at first and second. Nobody out.
They're going to get Bella didn't want to get. He wanted to run the bases.
It's a courtesy runner.
Yeah.
Bella Napier, the catcher for Breathitt County, as courtesy runner will be Neats.
She's just about a freshman. Number 15.
Number 15, she is a freshman, Ava Neese.
Yes.
I tell you what,
Gonna shut that door.
It's exactly what we're going to do.
Me and John Couch called a game last year at Wolf County. Coach Couch, you remember the baseball game we covered?
Oh, Lord. I like to froze to death.
Yeah, Coach Couch, we had a tough time fighting in the elements.
Oh, that's a regional tournament game, too, wasn't it?
It was a cold one.
I'm telling you, it was about 30 degrees. I'm not kidding. It was about 30 degrees.
First pitch popped up, foul territory. First base side for out number 1.
Something I've noticed about the Ladycats is they've really not chased, as far as this game, they've not chased any bad pitches. I mean, if it's not there, they just stand and watch it go by. And anything pretty good, they'll take a swing at.
Very patient.
Yeah, I guess a lot of them got to start from last year, so they've got a lot of games under their belt. And they,
of course, the Ladycats coached by David Back, first-year head coach.
and Mr. Barnett, they both were assistants last year for Honeycutt. So
Tinley Hayes at the plate for Breathitt County. She'll take the first pitch for ball 1. She walked back in the first inning. Was the runner stranded at third when the inning ended. As here comes the 1-0. Cross for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. 2-1, 1 out. Runners at first and second for the Ladycats.
this is bowling, correct?
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
This is Hayes.
Okay. I don't have
Yeah,
faith.
Tinley Hayes.
Tinley Hayes, she's a sophomore.
Squares the bunt, pulls back, takes the ball. Thought the runners might actually go on, but they did not.
Pitcher's got her pitch back in now, actually. She's thumping that thing in the catcher's mitt. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's thumping that catcher's mitt.
Might have just been the shoe was not tied. And
yes.
Tied it and picked it back up.
It's been cramping her style.
Yeah, walked the first two batters. Got the third one to pop out. And a 2-1 count to Hayes here with one out. Runner still at first and second for Breathitt County. Pitch going to be lifted in the right field, and the right fielder cannot get to it. Breathitt County will load the bases. They're going to send the runner. Actually, runners will advance from first and second to a run scored, and runners at the corners. An RBI single for Hayes.
Scores 1-1 now.
I think I said that they were going to even it up this time. They may
Yes, you did.
Take the lead.
You said it.
Everybody got to go through the pitcher and see the speed on it and everything, and I figure they seem like usually the second or third time at bat they start.
And that was the first hit of the game for Breathitt County as well. So both teams now with one hit. Ladycats, runners at the corners, one out. Raylan back at the plate.
Yeah, Raylan back. She's a freshman, number 10. 2 runs and 2 hits and 2 RBIs.
Take the first pitch inside for ball 1.
Hayes goes about halfway and looks at him, taunts him for a second, and then just waltzes on into second. And I didn't even get it on the camera.
You're good. I didn't think about switching it either, so it's an indifference.
Oh, so you ain't getting all of my shots? Gosh.
I forgot on that
Steve.
one. I'm not saying I don't get most of them. I forgot that one. Back takes the 1-0 inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So a hitter's count here for Raylan back with 2 runners in scoring position. Runners at second and third. Napier at third. Hayes at second. That's Tinley Hayes. Pelfrey in the on-deck circle for Breathitt County.
Coach Back's talking to third base runner, Niece. I think he's going to do a squeeze. I think he's going to go.
You might be right. I actually switched that time to your camera shot, too.
That was good, wasn't it?
2-0 upstairs for ball 3.
I'm shooting for that raise, James. Hope Kevin's watching.
We are off WJSN, but we're still on YouTube.
Thank you, Morgan.
That was a nice pitch. I don't know if he caught.
3-0 was taken for strike 1.
Like you said, that a lot of times that 3-0 is going to be a dandy.
Best pitch you see in the at bat. Again,
yes, sir.
That's a difference of philosophy from when I played to when I played baseball to now. Because back then you were dared to swing, and now they want you to. As a 3-1 is inside, taking ball 4, bases loaded for Breathitt County.
Put your bat on your shoulder and just stood there.
And only one out here. Ladycats trying to blow this game out. Well, get some insurance runs, like Steve Nace always says.
We're tied up.
We're tied up here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex. We got a meeting at the mound with the head softball coach at Powell County and his pitcher trying to calm everything down. Of course, Christina Powell is the head coach for Powell County Lady Pirates, and they're talking to the pitcher trying to calm everything down. And we do want to thank everybody for joining us.
Yeah,
WJSN 97.3. Steve, and we're on YouTube as well.
Yes, we are. 3 walks this inning for Schick. Bases are loaded at the moment, but Breathitt County did get a hit. That was Hayes that had the RBI single to tie it up. She's out at second. And a minute ago I said Napier was at third. It's actually Niece who's
Ava
running
Niece.
for Napier, the courtesy runner for Breathitt County. So Pelfrey at the plate.
Jack it over, Pelfrey.
Trying to
That'll be nice.
give Breathitt County a lead here. A hit would score a run, so would a walk.
Because they're playing her up a little bit, all the fielders, and she can definitely get it to the fence.
First pitch, fouled off, strike 1. I think she had that thought in mind, Coach.
Yes. She gets it over and in the center, one of those. I don't know what back won't come in. She's pretty fast.
Bases loaded and 1 out. Anything in the outfield could score the go-ahead run.
Yes, it could. Nice crowd here on hand to watch the Ladycats and Lady Pirates.
Here's the 0-2. Line drive foul. The runner at third got hit, but in foul territory. That's why you take your lead in foul territory.
Yes.
So count no balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, if she's off the bag and standing on that line, she's out in that situation.
I want to thank my brother Steve Turner for tuning us in. He says Steve and John's doing a great job. Thank you, Steve, for listening.
He didn't brag on you?
Well, not yet. I'm just waiting for the text to come through. I'm just waiting. He mentioned John and you first, so I'm just waiting for the text to come through. I guess he will.
We appreciate that, Steve. 0-2 pitch, hitter.
So we got a runner going to
run will
the
score.
plate.
It'll be 2-1. Breathitt County.
My mom used to always say, children hit a field better when it quits hurting. That'd make me so mad. I see Coach Barnett's talking to Pelfrey there. Caught her in the tricep.
That is a true statement, though.
It is. It'd make me mad, though. I didn't like it.
As they say, sometimes the truth hurts.
Truth hurts. Either way you cut it, right?
Yep.
More ways than one. As Chloe Hayes at the plate for Ladycats. First pitch takes outside, ball 1. Base is still loaded for Breathitt County. Still only 1 out. They've played a couple of runs here in this half of the third. They've picked up 1 hit. The rest of the base runners are either walks or hit by pitch. Pelfrey got hit by a pitch and her at bat just a moment ago as Chloe Hayes, the 1-0 count here, takes low and in for ball 2.
Daggone.
Powell County throws the third, but back in time.
The little catcher's pretty good, ain't she?
Yep.
I mean, she just whizzed that ball down there. I didn't even see it till.
See, that was what Breathitt County was trying to do in the first, and ball wound up in left field, and that's how Powell County got their run.
Chloe gets a good hit in outfield. It could blow it wide open here.
Yes, it very well could.
Here's the 2-0, swing and a miss for strike 1. Again, I think she heard you talking, had the big swing. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. Breathitt County's played a couple of runs here in the third to take the 2-1 lead.
Yeah, only 1 out.
Chloe Hayes grounded out to second in the second inning. So 0 for 1 so far tonight, looking for her first hit this evening. 2-1 upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike.
Tinley was leading off. Hayes was leading off pretty good at third, and she's eased up a little bit because the girl threw it to third, and then she eased up a little bit more. She may be 4 foot off the plate now, or off the third base bag. I don't think I'd try out to catch her either.
Infield pulled in, especially on the left side of the infield. Trying to cut the run down at the plate on any kind of a ground ball. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Count goes full.
Ladycats can do some damage this inning.
Good lick.
They've done some already.
Yes, they
They
have.
could really make it even more. You know, John, you were talking about putting 1 out. I'd be happy with 1 down the line, left field side. That'd score at least 2, if not 3 runs. Count full, 1 out. Payoff pitch. Low and in, ball 4, and that will plate another run for Breathitt County.
Back in the score 3-1. 3-1.
But before I found out that it was 4 balls, Tinsley was about halfway down the base, and I said, "Oh Lord, girl, you're in no man's land, now no woman's land. What are you doing?"
She saw the pitch low and in. Actually, was thinking wild pitch, but it wound up being ball 4. As to the plate now is Bellamy for Breathitt County. She struck out in the second inning. At the plate with 1 out, bases still loaded. Ladycats have kept it going here. As first pitch upstairs, ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes. Bellamy trying to pick up an RBI, whichever way she can do it here. Breathitt County has plated 3 in this inning. Swing and a miss on the 0-1 for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Well, she's just a little shorter. She's got a little, makes that strike zone a little bit more. I'd make her bring it right down there to me or just stand there. Because some of her is about eye level to most of them girls, and that's a little over Ella's head.
1-1 count. Schick winds, delivers, a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield in, but you know, the right kind of a bunt could still score a run, especially if it's a sacrifice style bunt where the runner's already going anyway. Here's the 1-2. Taken for strike 3. That's out number 2 and a big one for Powell County here in the third. Base is still loaded, but now it frees up the infield to kind of back up a little bit, play normal depth.
Hank Williams Jr. playing in the background.
He's made a few dollars.
Just a few.
As Barnett to the plate for Breathitt County.
Monday Night Football.
There's a ground ball to short as Napier Fields throws the first for out number 3. Breathitt County plates 3 runs, though. They lead it 3-1 as we go to the top of the 4th. Due up for Powell County. It will be 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. That is Kincaid, Schick, and Sloan. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jim Baker Auto Parts is located behind Goodyear and BP on Highway 15 South in Jackson. There's parking for all vehicles, including 4-wheelers. They carry paint and the store is packed with parts. Also, if a part needs to be ordered, they can do that as well. Jim and Eugene Baker offer great service and are proud to support all local athletes. Come check out Jim Baker Auto Parts and their House of Knowledge.
Going to the top of the 4th inning, Breathitt County with a 3-1 lead over Powell County after scoring 3 runs in the bottom half of that 3rd inning. And due up for Powell County here in the top of the 4th, 4, 5, 6. That is Kincaid, Schick, and Sloan. And for Powell County, that is Taylor Sloan, the second baseman. Excuse me, the first baseman, though. Sorry.
Yeah, Powell County scored 1 in the first. The Ladycats scored 3 in the third to take this lead 3-1. Our next game is Thursday, is that right, Steve?
Yes, you got Wolf County, Breathitt County baseball action over here at the Breathitt County High School Baseball Complex. Yeah, 6 o'clock. They got a late start on the baseball game tonight. It was 6:30 start. Playing Breathitt County, Powell County down across the way. Of course, Powell County, the host of the regional tournament this year in baseball. As the first pitch to Kincaid, a swing and a miss for strike 1. She's 0 for 1. Struck out in the first, advanced on a wild pitch. Okay, this was the one that got on base, Coach, back in that first inning.
Yes.
Extended the inning and allowed Powell County to score the run. 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2.
She's just a little late on the swing, ain't she? Almost hit the catcher's mitt when she's swinging. She'll get the speed of it down here in a minute.
That, and you get a catcher's interference, too. As the 0-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. The ball in the dirt. Breathitt throws down the first for out number 1.
Score 3. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I score 3-1. Ladycats regain, take the lead here.
Schick gets hit by a pitch on the first pitch.
I didn't see the hit. I thought I just decided to intentionally walk her. I thought,
yeah, I think it caught her on the knee.
Schick, just an 8th grader.
She's on with 1 out. And a swing and a miss by Sloan here for strike 1.
how many 8th graders do they?
On the
They've got
roster,
several.
they have on the roster 4 8th graders and 3 7th graders on this roster for Powell County and 4 freshmen. So that's a pretty young team with just 1 senior.
We were just talking that before the game that they had either last year or the year before that they had a bunch of seniors.
Yeah, that's right.
And they all graduated, and so that's made the younger girls that now having to play.
And Ladycats, they have 3 seniors on this year's roster.
The 0-1 was fouled off third base side for strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Bowling. Taken for strike 3, and it's 2 outs. Here in the 4th for Powell County, runners still at first. With 2 down now, as that will bring Sloan to the plate. This is Brooklyn Sloan.
Brooklyn Sloan, number 23. She is a senior for Powell County, coached by Christina Powell. Ladycats coached by David Back in his first year. He was assistant for a couple of years. David Back is going to do an outstanding job for Breathitt County.
He coached the middle school there for several
He
years.
did.
I think when Raven was at 6th, 7th, and 8th grade or something.
Bowling delivers, first pitch taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Runner at first for Powell County. Here in the top of the 4th again. 3-1. Breathitt County plated those 3 runs in the bottom half of the 3rd. Here's the 1-0. Fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. Reds open up this week.
The who?
Hey,
Red Cincinnati.
playoffs last year, swept out in the first
man.
round, obviously, but
They made it.
yeah, that's a big improvement. The 1-1.
Yes.
That's
what's his
3
name?
outs. Yeah, it's a strikeout. Okay.
3
All
outs.
right, I was getting confused there. Somebody said 2 down, and I was looking around. That's out number 3 as Breathitt County with a 3-1 lead going to the bottom of the 4th. Due up for Ladycats, 8-9-1. Salyers, Napier, and Bowling. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jim Baker Auto Parts is located behind Goodyear and BP on Highway 15 South in Jackson. There's parking for all vehicles, including 4-wheelers. They carry paint and the store is packed with parts. Also, if a part needs to be ordered, they can do that as well. Jim and Eugene Baker offer great service and are proud to support all local athletes. Come check out Jim Baker Auto Parts and their House of Knowledge.
We get ready for the bottom of inning number 4. Breathitt County will have 8-9-1 coming to the plate. Salyers, Napier, and Bowling. And it was 8-9 that got the inning started in the bottom of the 3rd for the Ladycats when they went on to score 3 runs in that half inning and take a 3-1 lead over the Powell County Lady Pirates. As Salyers took a walk, as did Napier for Breathitt County. And that got it going. Breathitt County took several walks, got hit by a pitch, had 1 hit, plated 3 runs, all 3 earned in that half inning.
Yeah, 3-1, like Steve said. Ladycats 2-0 on the season. Powell County 2-0.
And we had Breathitt County Perry Central baseball action on Thursday. Breathitt County got the win there. They got the win on Friday night against Lee County. Dropped a couple of games over the weekend in a round-robin event. I think it was in Paintsville. But either way, 2-2 on the year for them. Of course, them and the softball team both, as you said, started out 2-0.
You just talking about the baseball team, right?
Yes.
I remember when I was running the camera, Aiden was out in center field, and I don't know if he hit a hole or what, but he
twisted
fell,
his ankle, yeah.
Twisted it, and he come in, I subbed today, and he come in and said he was released to play today, but he didn't get to play any of those. But I'm sure they missed him.
Salyers, a swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1.
Salyers, number 55, she is a senior.
Check swing And they say ball? I assume it's a
Yeah, ball, 1 strike, 1, yes. She holds that center field position and does a good job at that. Got a lot of speed.
Here's the 1-1. Upstairs, ball 2, at least as long as they let that check swing be a ball as opposed to a strike. At the plate, you mentioned it early, or in her last at bat, John, that she looked eager to hit the ball. I agree with you. She's really wanting to put the ball in play.
Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike,
Tell by
no
the way
outs.
she approaches there.
She's, a senior this year?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. So she's wanting to make the best of her senior year. She won't get it back.
2-1 was taken in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Sayers, leading off the top of the 4th for Breathitt County. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled back. Runs it full.
Breathitt County leading Powell County 3-1.
And I know it's not as big a stat in softball, fast pitch softball, as it is in baseball, but Schick, 73 pitches so far through 3 complete innings in the first batter into the 4th. Breathitt County's made her work. Payoff pitch. Taken low, ball 4.
How many walks is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I'll tell you here in a second.
She's had sometimes 2 back-to-back.
So with the runner at first, nobody out, Napier to the plate. Let's take the first pitch for ball 1.
Sayers, she is on first base. Addie Sayers. The sun starts to drop. Coach Couch over the hill.
Did you just call him over the hill? 1-0 pitch
I'm not gonna
fouled off for
resemble
strike 1. It sounded that way, John.
It did. My feelings are hurt. Old people have feelings, you know. Not that I'm old. I'm just saying old people do.
The ones you know, right?
Yeah, the ones that I know.
Yeah.
You asked how many walks. Schick has 7.
7. Okay.
What I've got her for. 0-1 going to be lifted right field side,
Maybe
but
foul.
foul for strike 2.
Boy, spinning that, I turned the whole tripod and everything about over.
Let's try not to.
Let's get excited, buddy.
Well, James, we'll get you on the ready. He turns that over, you catch it, right?
Yes. We're ready to go. I'm ready.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Napier at the plate with the runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Breathitt County leading 3-1 as Schick winds, delivers inside
Pass
for ball 2. Gets by the catcher, and Sayers goes to second.
That's much better with no outs.
Yeah, Ladycats now has a runner in scoring position, leading 3-1.
Need to make sure they get her home.
Yeah, it's tough to get a runner in scoring position and not get him across the plate. So
It's really a momentum thing for the defense, and if that happens.
Yeah, agreed. Here's the break-even pitch from Schick to Napier. Skipped in the dirt. Ball 3, runs it full. Schick 1 pitch away from the same start that she had in the bottom of the 4th, which was walking the first 2 batters.
Ladycats, a runner in scoring position.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is a big out for Powell
Yes,
County.
it is.
And the first out of the bottom of the 4th. Breathitt County does roll it around to the top of the lineup, though, as Bowling to the plate looking for her first hit. A ground out the second in the first, popped out the first in the 3rd. So 0 for 2. Chance to pick up an RBI if she could get a hit here with a runner out at second and 1 out.
And Bowling, the senior, was 0, hitting right out 375.
Take the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Last at bat, she swung on the first pitch, popped it up. I think this time going up there going, okay, wait, I'm going to look at a pitch first, and then we'll attack after that. So 1-0 count.
If she gets a good lick and he goes to the fence, she's probably going to get a triple. She can just fly. She's very fast.
1-0 pitch across for strike one. 1 ball and a strike. In 1 out, 1 on. Runner out at second. 3-1. Breathitt County leads. Powell County took an early lead back in the top of the first. Got their 1 run then. Breathitt County 3 runs in the bottom of the third. And here we are in the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 pitch. Lined into center field and over the center fielder's head. It bounces off the fence as if she goes to 3. She rounds first, heads to second. Salyers will score. And it is 4-1. Breathitt County and an RBI double by Bowling.
Hey, stand up. RBI double.
Well, she got, like you said, she didn't swing at that first one. She got, I guess, the ideal of the speed. And
timed it just right.
Even took the second one for a strike.
Yes. Man, she loaded up on, you can hear it. Crack.
Did I see UK's women just made it to the Sweet 16? Check that in a moment. Tinley Hayes fouls the first pitch off here for strike one.
That was a good horror.
Yes, it was.
I'm
But
telling you, you don't hear nothing out of him. Most kids play hard. You just don't hear nothing. They just go there and play ball.
74-73. They get a 1-point win over West Virginia.
At West Virginia, right?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
At Morgantown.
As Schick winds the 0-1 to Tinley Hayes, and it's inside. Misses her, gets by the catcher, allows Bowling to go to third on the wild pitch.
Yeah, Kenny Ray Brooks doing a really good job for UK.
I felt sorry for him when he come there and they took him into his office and the big window like we're sort of looking out of, and he saw.
Oh, they're going to say it hit Hayes. Sorry. Forget everything I said a moment ago.
He
looked out on the floor, and Barnhart was telling him that was all of his, and that was his practice spot in his game, and basically just his, didn't have to share it, and he just, you can tell by the look on his face.
Tickled to death.
Tickled to death.
First pitch to back, swinging a foul ball.
Scores now 4-1. Ladycats up. With a runner in scoring position. Runner on first, runner on second.
And an 0-1 count at the plate.
Hit and run.
Ball down the right field line.
It's going to
fair. I've got it fair. They say
yes.
fair as well.
Yes.
1 run in. The runners, Breathitt County sends the runner around third. 2 runs in on an RBI triple by Raylan Back.
All back.
2
6-1.
RBI triple. Sorry.
Triple for Back.
2 ribbies.
And a good volleyball player as well.
Yes. Well, she got a softball and softball and volleyball both as 8th grader, didn't she? She got a lot of minutes.
Yes, she does.
6-1. Breathitt County leads Powell County after they played at 3 1/3, 3 here in the fourth. And to the plate is Pelfrey.
Go past
First
ball.
pitch gets by the catcher, and Back will score.
She jumped on that, too. She knew what to – I don't even know if Coach said anything to her. As soon as that ball got by her, she just took off. Just being ready and knowing how to run the bases.
Good instincts and good softball IQ.
Yes. Just
7-1. Breathitt County leads it here in the bottom of the fourth.
Pelfrey was number 4. She's a junior. She's hitting .857. She had a good year for Coach Hayes for the Ladycats basketball team.
Just
It's
cracked
going to
one out
drop.
there.
This one's going to be lined into center field.
Scores 7-1. With a runner at first base with Pelfrey with the long single.
starting to unravel a little bit.
Yes. Pitcher getting tired too.
First pitch to Chloe Hayes is upstairs for ball 1.
Being an 8th grader, she's still got a lot of velocity on that ball. It hums.
Yes.
I mean, when it leaves her hand, I can't really see it get to the mound with this building in the way, but she's going to be tough down the road.
1-0 is up and in. Wild pitch allows the runner to go to second. So another runner in scoring position for Breathitt County. Already a 7-1 lead.
Pelfrey at second base. with one out here. Breathitt County finding their mojo. They'll face Knott County tomorrow night.
2-0, a swing and a miss for strike one.
Chloe walked the last time at bat, didn't she?
Yes, walked in the third. Got an RBI out of it, too. It was a bases loaded walk. Here's the 2-1. Skips in the dirt. Good stop by Epplin behind the plate.
And Pelfrey didn't try to run on her either. I mean, I don't know if, and if it didn't pass her, I'd sure never run on her. She's a very good little catcher.
So 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. Runs it full. John, I know you've been fighting the sun with that camera. It's starting to go down behind the trees over there.
Yeah.
You won't be fighting it too much longer, but then we'll be wishing it was still up.
Yeah, a little heat.
So it's a good news, bad news situation.
On heat, how they say, no, that's bad.
Here's the payoff
No,
pitch.
that's good.
Swing and a miss for strike three, and it's out number two here in the fourth for Breathitt County. So 2 outs, runner at second, and to the plate is Bellamy for the Ladycats. She's 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts, looking for her first hit, or at least trying to get on base for the first time tonight for Breathitt County. First pitch in the dirt, good stop by the catcher behind the plate, keeping the runner out at second. Breathitt County a 7-1 lead. They scored 3 in the third and have answered with 4 here in the fourth to give them that 7-1 lead.
Pelfrey is standing on second, telling her to hit this ball so I can run into home plate and go.
Yeah, add to this.
Get a little warm.
Add to this lead.
Yes. Get my stuff ready to go out in the field. Got to.
1-0 going to be fouled off for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Powell County scored in the first. Been silent ever since.
Yeah, they'll leave a couple on base and just don't get them in.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
1-1 way inside, taking ball 2. 2-1.
She used her agility from cheerleading, didn't she, to get away from that one? I think it would have hit her if she hadn't moved.
And this one hits her. 2-1 hit her right on the back of the calf.
Yeah, that you could hear that. She got away from that one before that, but she couldn't that one. They come out of it fast.
And that's going to burn on a cold evening like what we've got right now.
Oh, yes, it
She
will.
don't have no weight on her either.
So we got a meeting at the mound.
Yeah, they'll
They're going to change.
give Bellamy a chance to see if she can walk it off. She's going to go down to first.
We got a pitching change for Powell County.
And with that, let's take a 1-minute break. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Dairy Queen on Highway 15 in Campton is a proud supporter of youth sports. They want you to know they have the best drive-through service with friendly faces and quick drive-through times. You can come get breakfast, lunch, or dinner and finish off with one of our sweet treats. We have many to choose from. Come dine in or carry out at Dairy Queen in Campton or give us a call at 606-668-6363. Dairy Queen on Highway 15 in Campton is a proud supporter of youth sports.
Hi, everybody. This is John Budd. I want you all to know that the Opportunity Store next to the post office in Jackson on Highway 15 has never had so many neat things to buy for low prices. A lot of them are new. The selection's never been greater. Clothes, shoes, whatnots, dishes, furniture. I mean, all types of things I can't begin to tell you. The hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 4. That's the Opportunity Store next to the post office. I promise you, stop in. You'll say John was right. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, God is good all the time.
All right, we've got a new pitcher for Powell County. And 29, John, look at your roster. What's the name on 29? You got a picture of the roster, John?
No, he does.
I got the roster off.
The lineup is what I meant for Powell County.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's not listed on the KHSAA.
Oh, and see, 29 wasn't.
Wasn't in the lineup at all.
No. So it must 29 is.
So
Yeah.
confused I am.
They tricked us. They did. I could have.
She came in for somebody.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought she was on third. I thought that's who that was. So it must have been 29 instead of 24. Taylor Sloan. I guess.
As the first pitch to Barnett is taken for ball one.
Score 7-1. Ladycats leading the Powell County Lady Pirates.
And Pelfrey's still waiting patiently on second base to come home.
Runners at first and second. That ball
Yep.
hit her.
Yeah.
So bases are loaded now. With 2 outs with an opportunity to just blow this game wide open. Leonard Skinner playing in the background.
Southern Rock. Oh, Lord.
Pitch a little bit high. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Breathitt County. Is that Hayes up the bat?
Sayers. Wild pitch allows the run to score. And
It scores, yeah. 8-1.
I tell you, that slow pitch, even in high school baseball, but that slow pitch, there's a lot of technique to that. And I think most teams have one good pitcher and maybe one that's pitched a little bit. That's something that they've got to start doing their third and fourth grade. Getting
2-0
ideas.
count, and the pitch is upstairs.
So Breathitt County has 2 runners in scoring position, 8-1.
And I don't have this pitcher's name other than a first name, and I apologize for that.
What's her first name? I'll try to find it.
Just a second. As another wild pitch will allow another run to score.
9-1.
And that was on ball 4, by the way.
So runners at first and second, 9-1, 2 outs.
Sayers and Barnett on first and second. I don't know what I would have just left Sheik in.
Yeah, well,
Sheet.
yeah.
There might have been amount of pitches, too, being an 8th grader.
Kylie is the name, first name, Kylieh. His first pitch to Napier's taken for ball 1.
Callie.
Yep.
Callie Sheik, an 8th grader.
So they said,
That's
you reckon?
who we had
2 of them?
pitching. I don't know.
Their numbers on that.
No. That's Kylie, and this one is Kylieh.
We got Kenley Patrick. Y'all sound about right? A 7th grader.
Probably. She's very young. You
Yeah, I think she's a freshman. It's a fresh. That's Kyle, yeah.
2 balls and a strike to count now.
Nice pitch, huh?
3-1.
She needs to do that same thing a couple more times.
Here's the 3-1 delivery.
Oh, Lord.
Lifted right field side,
Foul.
but foul, and will land safely. So next pitch, we'll see the runners on the move with the pitch.
They had half the team chasing that ball. That was good. They First base, second base, and right fielder was ever one running at that one.
Ball pursuit, right?
Yes. It's always good.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Bases loaded.
So 9-1 now. 10 run is the mercy, Steve.
Yes, but you got to go to the 5th.
Fifth, isn't it?
Yep.
Bases loaded and 2 outs, and who's up to bat?
Bowling, top of the lineup for Breathitt County. She doubled in her last at bat. Picked up
She's-
an RBI, scored a run. Takes here, upstairs, ball 1. Apologize again, Kylia. And that's only part of the name I've got for 29.
Right.
I apologize. Here's the 1-0. That one's across for strike 1. One
She's
ball,
getting
one strike.
settled in now, and she's starting to throw more strikes, and got to be a little nerve-wracking. That's like shooting a bunch of free throws in a row in a game.
Here's the 1-1. It's a big swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And 2 outs.
That's something Kentucky didn't get to do a lot of this year. Shoot a lot of free throws in one game. I think they did a few games, but not very often. 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. Count even at 2-2.
UK basketball come up short yesterday versus Iowa State.
Yeah, they did. And hated to see the season end,
Oh,
but at
yes.
the same time, it's one of those seasons that it's okay when it ends.
Yeah, they just cranked up the defense, which he's a defensive coach.
Yeah.
And they just, second half, they cranked it up. And
So for Kentucky, it's to see who stays, see who goes, and see who you can pick up time of year.
well, now, JQ, he's already saying he's heading out, right?
He's going to the NBA,
Gonna try
yeah.
the NBA, yeah.
And they got 2 graduating. So you got 3 spots to fill. Here's the pitch to Bowling. 2-2 taken for ball 3. Runs it full. So you'll see the runners moving with the pitch. So any kind of a hit could plate a couple of runs. And you got good speed out at second. And, well, you got good speed all the way across the base pass. Here's the payoff pitch. Check swing. I think she went. She did. Strike 3. Inning over. Breathitt County played 6, though, here in the 4th. They lead at 9-1 as we go to the top of the 5th. 2 up for Powell County 8-9-1. Epplin, Covey, and Ryson. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jim Baker Auto Parts is located behind Goodyear and BP on Highway 15 South in Jackson. There's parking for all vehicles, including 4-wheelers. They carry paint and the store is packed with parts. Also, if a part needs to be ordered, they can do that as well. Jim and Eugene Baker offer great service and are proud to support all local athletes. Come check out Jim Baker Auto Parts and their House of Knowledge.
Go to the top of the 5th here at the Breathitt County High School softball complex. Breathitt County leading Powell County 9-1. 2 up for Powell County 8-9-1. Epplin, Covey, rising as Breathitt County 3 runs in the 3rd, 6 in the 4th. They've kind of blown it open a little bit. A 9-1 lead for the Ladycats as they look to move to 3-0 on this young season.
And they have Knott Central tomorrow evening at 6.
And our next broadcast after tonight, Thursday evening, over here at the Breathitt High School Baseball Complex, as Breathitt County welcomes in Wolfe County.
55th District matchup.
And then we'll be back here next week as we've got Breathitt County, Jackson City in softball action. Give me me just a minute. I'll pull up our schedule for next week. We've got Monday, Wolf at Jackson City Baseball. That'll be radio only. Tuesday, Jackson City here at Breathitt County Softball. And then Thursday, Lee County at Jackson City Baseball, radio only for Thursday. So Monday, Thursday next week, the 30th and the 2nd baseball only. 31st here, Jackson City Baseball, or excuse me, Jackson City Breathitt County Softball. That will be radio and stream. So busy time for us. Shortest season of the year as far as sports-wise. But it seems like they play the most games in that short amount of time as far as back-to-back nights and 3 or 4 nights a week and that kind of thing, as first pitch definitely taken for ball one. One 0 pitch, grounded to second. Pelfrey Fields throws the first, 4 out, number 1.
1 up, 1 down. Breathitt County leading 9-1.
They do have the lights on here as Colby at the plate for Powell County, swinging a miss for strike 1.
Colby, an 8th grader. McKinley Colby.
1 out, base is empty here in the top of the 5th for Powell County as Bowling winds and delivers. A swing and a miss for strike 2.
Bringing the heat, she is.
Bringing 8.
Two nice pitches.
A lot of Star Wars implications here this evening, right?
I'm trying.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a
Showing my
miss,
age
strike
again.
3. Hey, I didn't call you old or over the hill or nothing like that. That was not
That's
me.
James's job.
I'm trying to build him back up now.
There you go. 2 outs, base is empty here in the top of the 5th for, I've got that as Rising. Is that right, number 4? Yes. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
I'm sorry.
Well, they just go from this temperature to, man, it'll be hot come district and region down.
Well, I think even on Thursday night, it's 83 degrees still in the next
There you
broadcast.
go. We'll take it.
I'll take it, though.
Yeah. 0-1 was taken for ball 1. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And the 1-1 upstairs, ball 2. Rising 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in the first, struck out in the 3rd.
She's a junior.
She scored the only run of the night so far for the Lady Pirates. She'll take a hack here and miss for strike 2.
I don't know why Bolin isn't pitching faster now than she was at the beginning. And it's colder. You think it would slow down, but she's humming that thing.
Here's the 0-2. She's got a big lead now.
Yeah, and she just
Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out 3. Breathitt County gets Powell County to go 1-2-3 here in the 5th. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Due up for Ladycats, 2-3-4. That's Tinley Hayes back and Pelfrey. We will take a 1-minute break. Be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
I want you to know they have the best drive-through service with friendly faces and quick drive-through times. You can come get breakfast, lunch, or dinner and finish off with one of our sweet treats. We have many to choose from. Come dine in or carry out at Dairy Queen in Campton or give us a call at 606-668-6363.
Hi, everybody. This is John Budd. I want you all to know that the Opportunity Store next to the post office in Jackson on Highway 15 has never had so many neat things to buy for low prices. A lot of them are new. The selection's never been greater. Clothes, shoes, whatnot, dishes, furniture. I mean, all types of things I can't begin to tell you. The hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 4. That's the Opportunity Store next to the post office. I promise you, stop in. You'll say John was right. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, God is good.
We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's 9-1, Breathitt County leading Powell County. Due up for Breathitt County, 2-3-4 in the lineup. Hayes back and Pelfrey. We appreciate everybody tuning in to 97.3 WJSN. However you're tuning in, be it on the radio or on YouTube. Again, if you're listening and you're like, hey, wait a minute, you're on YouTube? Yes, we have been on YouTube for a little while now. Go to youtube.com. In the search bar, type in WJSN 97.3 will be the first result that comes up. While you're there, like the broadcast, subscribe to the channel. It's a WJSN YouTube Live channel presented by Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson. And like I said it earlier, they've been with us since day one of streaming. We appreciate
Very
their
much
sponsorship.
so.
Well, they always put back into the kids. Every time you turn around, you hear their name. They're all the time putting.
Always helping us and
Yes.
helping everybody, helping kids, promoting Breathitt County. Yeah, scores 9-1 here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex on the banks of Pambo Lake.
Tinley Hayes is up.
Hayes, a sophomore, hitting .500 on the season. She wears number 2.
Yeah, swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike one.
She did good for Coach Hayes on the hardwood.
She's 1 for 1 tonight. She's been at the plate 3 times, a walk, a single, and a hit by a pitch. As an RBI, scored a couple of runs herself. Takes the 0-1 here upstairs. Ball 1 ball, 1 strike.
9-1, Breathitt County leading Powell County.
Here's the 1-1 in the dirt. Ball 2. As I look down at the graphic and go, well, that ain't right. Oh, that's me. I got to fix it. That happens, right?
Yeah, that's happened.
Here's the 2-1. Low and in, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Be a good time for Breathitt County to play a couple of runs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah.
3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Runs it full.
Breathitt boys in Powell County playing over to our right.
Wish we could get a score.
We got to see a little bit of Bash Howard hit one. He had to hit it to the fence. It went a mile high.
Payoff pitch fouled back out of play.
We about got hit, guys.
He went behind us.
It's quick thinking on all our parts, quick reaction. We didn't get hit.
Quick reflexes.
Yes. Comes with youth.
He ain't over the hill. Looks like Breathitt County 1, Powell County 0 down there on the baseball diamond. As the payoff pitch is upstairs, taking ball 4, leadoff walk issued to Tinley Hayes. As Breathitt County with the leadoff batter aboard, and that will bring Raylan back to the plate. She tripled down the right field line back in the 4th inning. Knocked in a couple of runs, scored 1 herself. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Nope. Yeah, I started to say the runner goes, but nope, does not.
She got good brakes on them shoes.
Score 9-1 Bobcats. Ladycats, excuse me, up over the Lady Pirates.
1-0 pitch again upstairs for ball 2. They throw down the first, but Hayes back in time. Rising, winds and delivers to 2-0. That one's across for strike 1. It's a 2-1 count. Nobody out. Runner down at first for Breathitt County. They would like to see him play a couple of runs here. To do that, they would finish it off. As the 2-1 fouled back to the screen for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here. Hayes at first base.
She's eager to get to second.
Yes, she is.
Running halfway down that baseline on every pitch.
Oh, hit her right in the hip.
Girl will be
close.
sore tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right on the bone.
Hip bone, man, it hurts.
Yeah.
So the Ladycats has runners at first and second.
Yeah, that's the 2 runs if they score would finish this one off as Pelfrey at the plate takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1.
One ball, no strikes, no outs. 2 on. Ball low.
Yeah, low and in, ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes. Yeah. Lights are on here. Coach Couch and I will be live in living color, Coach, tomorrow evening at 5:30
Yes.
from the historic radio building, Hargis Lane.
Well, if you're eating supper or driving to get supper or driving back from work or just driving around, turn in to 97.3.
Driving around. It's
Oh.
a 3-0 in the dirt for ball 4.
At least you got a 4-cylinder and a lot of money.
Yeah, it's driving.
I'm working a second job. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to buy my fuel next week.
As Breathitt County has the bases loaded, nobody out. Powell County going to call timeout.
Can the pitcher, the first pitcher, can she go back in?
Yes.
Since she's still
As long as she's in the
Yes.
game, I think.
Absolutely. And even in baseball, you could bring the pitcher back in as long as they don't come out. Of course, in high school, you get a re-entry. You could do that. You don't see it very often, but it can happen. Who was it? Madden, when he was a manager of the Cubs, I think one time came in, took a pitcher out, put him in left field, brought somebody else in, and then they pitched to one batter. They took that pitcher out and brought the pitcher from left field back onto the mound and put an outfielder back in. So
Ball low.
first pitch to Chloe Hayes, taking low and in for ball 1. So, yeah, you can do different things.
Strategic planning, right?
Yeah. Of course, I think a lot of the strategic things, they think somebody comes in and thinks differently. Here's a wild pitch. Breathitt County may play to run here, and they do.
Yes. That's 10-1 now.
Oh, shoot.
Now they're going to
Just gonna let her go back.
Well, that's probably a smart thing. I mean,
Yes, it was.
because if it goes over and she don't make a good throw.
So it's 10-1. No outs here. 2 Ladycats in scoring position. One more run, Coach Couch.
Game over.
Game over.
As
Ball-
this pitch
there
hits
it
by the
is.
catcher,
That's the
and
game.
Breathitt County scores. That's ball game, yep.
11-1. Breathitt County is going to improve to 3-0. Powell County is going to drop to 2-1 on this very young season.
And while we've got it here, we will go ahead and finish it out for Powell County. 1 run in the first. That's all they got. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. 3 stranded for Powell County. For the Ladycats of Breathitt County, 3 runs in the third, 6 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. 11 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 7 stranded for Breathitt County as Breathitt County moves to 3-0 on this young season. Powell County 2-1. And we've talked about it a couple of times tonight. Next broadcast Thursday night, Breathitt County and Wolf County in baseball action.
Warmer temperatures.
That's what we're hoping, praying for, and that's what they're saying. So we're taking them at the word and hoping they ain't lying to us.
Well, they'll be pretty close. They'll get it pretty close.
They will. They do a really good job with it. But no, here for Breathitt County, the name of the game was don't make mistakes and beat yourself. They did have the 1 error early that allowed Powell County to score a run, but only gave up the 1 hit. Powell County didn't have a ton of base runners. They stranded 3, plated 1, so they got 4 people to reach base safely here tonight. For Breathitt County, it was be patient at the plate. They took a lot of walks. They got a lot of runners on, and they brought them in. They were productive once they got them on base. Of course, they didn't score until they got to the 3rd inning, but once they started scoring, 3 in the 3rd, 6 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 11-1, Breathitt County wins. Final score tonight over Powell County in girls softball action.
I tell you what, it's always good to call a game with both of you guys on the right and the left.
I appreciate it,
Oh, yes.
and I know some people at home appreciate it because they don't have to listen to me talk as much.
What do you say to that, John Couch?
Hey,
Everything.
Steve Turner said you both sounded good.
Yeah, he didn't say
Steve
anything.
Turner so maybe,
you go. We
maybe it's
appreciate
me,
that.
so I don't know.
All right. We thank everybody for tuning in on 97.3 WJSN. On the baseball side, looks like Breathitt County a 2-0 lead at the moment over Powell County. Again, reminder, if you've not checked out the YouTube channel, we invite you to do so. You can go back and watch the entire broadcast of this one. YouTube.com, search WJSN 97.3. Be the first result. While you're there, like that broadcast, subscribe to the channel. That way you get notifications when we go live. Yeah. And we try to cover as many games as we can. Of course, not a big crew. One crew that goes around and tries to cover 4 teams for baseball and softball. we get every game we can get in. We get at least probably a couple games a week. Or some games we can only do radio. Other games we do radio and video. So we appreciate our sponsors that make it possible. Once again, final score tonight, Powell County 11, Breathitt County 1. So we want to thank everybody who's helped us this year. It's Kevin Davidson, John Bunn, Rick Hensley, Cadence Neese, Becky Neese, Brandon Griffith, trying to hit everybody there. Also appreciate Morgan Terry running the board for us back at the station. Morgan, I know we had some difficulties as far as the radio side of it tonight, but we appreciate your hard work and keeping us on as much as possible. And for my colleagues to my left, John Counts running the camera, and James Turner also here with us broadcasting. I'm Stephen Neese. God is good.
All